Yo! Hi, I'm the Strifey or Trigger Strifey, whatever you want to call me. Strife goes easily as well. So anyways, this is gonna be the first episode, kind of like a combination of what I've been doing for, what I like currently. So this is gonna be some stuff about just things I like really a lot. I like them a lot. Hope you like them too. Comics. Okay, so recently I have been picking up comics, a lot of comics. I don't know why I'm becoming like a weird, strange comic book fan, even though I have never been one in my whole life. I know of comics. I've read storylines on like Wikipedias and shit because I lived on Wikipedia back in the day. But anyways, I've been looking into a lot of stuff and a lot of comics. And recently, if I see in another video, I picked up this Ghost Rider. Now, Ghost Rider is one of my favorite characters ever in the Marvel Universe. It's awesome. Anyways, they released this, which is, let me get you a good angle, is they released the new Ghost Rider, which I love the art of this. I really, really do love the art. It's amazing, and I love it. And it's made by a guy, now if you see right here, Trad Moore, who does a lot of good art in this. It's a really, like, his way of drawing stuff is just amazing. His fight scenes and everything just kicks in, and it's so neat how he does stuff. So anyways, I wanted to find more stuff about him because I found out he left halfway into the series, and the next Ghost Rider wasn't as good. Anyway, so I was like, whatever. So I picked up another comic by him, and it's called nope, not that one. This one, The Strange Talent of Luther Strode. Now, this is way different than Ghost Rider. It is about a guy who reads a book, basically a nerdy teenager. See that? That's how nerdy he is. He is a nerdy guy. Like any of us who likes fun stuff and likes cool games and shit like that. Now, I'm going to try to actually get to a good picture of this. And if you notice, if you look right about, I think it's right here. Yeah, there's a picture of Goku actually on his wall. And that's freaking sick. There's all kinds of like Final Fantasy and little things hinted in this comic book. But what makes this comic book ridiculous is it's straight up gory. It's just straight up nuts. And it's just insane. The amount of stuff that happens in this comic book is just fast action-packed 80s movie horror stuff like that. And I just love it. It's one of my favorite comic books to come out recently. And it's made by the guy, like I was saying, Trad Moore. Or like, he draws the art. He doesn't do the story, he just draws. But it's the art he does in this is just amazing. And it's just like, this is what I mean by ultra-violent. Like, that dude's head just got exploded. Yeah, that's how the whole comic looks like that. It's just like freaking insane. And it's one of my favorite. I actually read this one yesterday, and I went to the comic store to see if they had the second version, or the second part of it, the Legend of Luther Strode, because this is a strange talent, and it was amazing. And I found it like at the comic store, and I was like, fuck yeah. So I had to get it. I'm waiting for them to complete the story, because it's actually a trilogy, and the next one's called The Legacy of Luther Strode, where they're going to finish everything up. But yeah, if you really are interested in horror movies, action, badass fighting, hints to Final Fantasy, Dragon Ball Z, Akira, cool little things in there, and just overall action-packed and amazing art, pick up Luther Strode. So that's what I've been lately. And I've been, just a quick thing, I've been into Darth Vader comics, because Darth Vader's fucking awesome. Okay, anyways, next thing. So, here's the next part of it. Anime. I have been into 4 animes, actually. 4 of them I've been watching lately. And I've been watching Jojo's Bizarre Adventure, because Jojo's Bizarre Adventure is amazing. I'm watching the Stardust Crusaders arc. It's the 3rd part in the actual Jojo series, and it's amazing. It's just it's so funny, and I just love the cultural like aspects it shows in the actual like anime. it makes it so like a lot of things you wouldn't know, because they talk about Middle Eastern countries and stuff like that, and just all across the sea. And where I live in America, but yeah, it shows a very different aspect of life and stuff, and little hints of like so many like pop culture stuff from the 80s and 90s. It's really sick. Plus the action is just awesome. It has that Dragon Ball Z, shonen, young boy, shonen jump kind of fighting style, where it's just like, just awesome, but it's like done in that old way where it was like, Fist of the North Star and stuff like that. And it's just amazing, and I love it. So I'm watching that currently. I'm waiting for them to get to Dio, because Dio's so fucking evil, but it's awesome. Then we're going on, the next one is Parasyte. Parasyte is an awesome anime. I didn't know about it. I saw the creepy little images online, and I was just like, maybe it's one of those like psychological, super high octane horror animes where they just death everywhere and people die. And I was like, I'm not really into that. But then I checked it out. I was like, okay, let's see. Tried it, and I love it. I love the aspect of trying to keep human, trying to achieve something while still remaining human. When you're like going against the odds of like something that's supernatural and uncontrollable in your life. It's one of my favorite aspects of certain animes and stuff. That's why I really love Gantz, if you've ever heard of it, because he's just a human and he has to fight so many crazy stuff. But anyways, back to Parasyte. Parasyte is just ridiculously awesome, and Migi is, I gotta say, Migi's cute. Migi's just too cute and funny, and I laugh at it, even though it's like a horrible, like, non-feeling alien being that will kill you in a minute. But I love it. So, yeah. So, that's a good one. Watch it if you like kind of horror-ish, but like action and psychological. It's really good anime. Really good. And it's kind of funny too sometimes. And then another one is Gundam Build Fighters Try. If you did not know, I am a huge Gundam fan. I've seen anything in the Universal Centuries timeline, all the way up to Unicorn. I've seen everything, and except Destiny, because Seed and those are alternate universes. I've seen some of the alternate ones. I've seen Gundam Wing, Endless Waltz, and I've seen what's the other one I've seen that's alternate? I've seen Seed and Destiny. Fuck those. Fuck those. Sorry if I offended you, but fuck those Gundams. I don't even... No. Anyways, Universal Century Timeline is one of my favorites. But lately I've been watching Gundam Build Fighters Try. Gundam Build Fighters, the first one, was actually... I liked it. I love the idea of building Gunplas. I used to build them when I was a kid, but I sucked at them. I just would break them and cut myself a lot. But anyways, I loved Gundam and the model kits and everything to make a whole, and it's a whole anime based on building model kits and then fighting them in like this virtual reality like system, to basically using a toy that you made and fighting them in like this arena. It's really cool and neat, and it's just awesome. It gets you that good feeling when you were a kid and you had a badass toy and you were just like, yeah, let's make them fight. So something like that. That's awesome. So anyways, there was that. And what else? But yeah, Build Fighters Try. I'm really liking that because it kind of puts in some elements of G Gundam. That's the one that I seen that's alternate. And I love G Gundam, even though it's so over the top and nuts. G Gundam plus Gundam Build Fighters Try actually makes it really awesome. And Sekai Kamiki is so cool, man. He is so cool. Like, it's just badass. It's just, I love it. And I love the Gundams, Build Burning, Star Winning, and Lightning Gundam, all awesome. And this characters are just sick. I love it. It's just amazing. Anyway, so that's those, and then I think I'm watching one more. Oh yeah, 7 Deadly Sins. 7 Deadly Sins is fucking awesome. Just the characters, the environment, the world, everything just makes me feel like just, it's like the adventure story. It's so cool. And then melodious, and each sin is a character like of the 7 Deadly Sins, and it's just awesome. And the universe, it kind of gives me, like, when I saw it first, I thought, like, I've never really even played these games, but it reminded me of Dragon Quest, and I was like, oh, this looks interesting. So I watched them and I was like, oh, this is cool. So it's awesome. So those are my 4 recommendations, and that's what I'm currently watching. Man, this video is going on for a long time. Okay, so anyways, next thing that I'm going into that I think that we should keep up with, currently music. Let's go with music. Lately, I haven't been into too much music. I've been listening to some songs lately, but I've been lately into a band called Ghoul, which is a thrash metal, kind of like death, horror, thrash-ish. I think Splatter Thrash is like one of the name of the albums, but yeah, I really like them. They wear like masks and they cover themselves in blood. It just looks freaking cool, and I'm just like, and then the riffs are sick, but there's so much humor in their like singing and the lyrics. I mean, the guitar playing and the drums and everything is just top notch. The lyrics are hilarious about just death and just stupid ways of people dying and just being a freaking embodied being ghouls and going around just murdering people and being stupid about it. It's funny just because, kind of morbid way, but it's funny. But yeah, I've been into Ghoul. Been going back to Six Puppies. I like Six Puppies. Yeah, I like Six Puppies as a mainstream band. Don't really give a fuck, whatever. But I like them. I like Shim more. I like Shim. He's cool. I love his singing. I love his guitar playing. He learned a lot from Tom Morello, so that's why I like him. I'm a guitar player, so I kind of like that. Any aspect of a musician, I really like. So Shim is cool. And then Emma, who's very, very beautiful and plays bass and is amazing at it. And I don't know the drummer. I'm very sorry. But I know of his face, and I know he's been in the band since the Dressed Up His Life album, so he's really cool. Too. He plays good drum beats and stuff like that. Yeah, so I've been into Six Puppies. I found out that Shim got kicked out of the band, which is very sad, but oh well, it happens. Music. So I'm into Six Puppies lately, because I used to listen to them back in high school around junior year. And that's pretty much it with music. Just some Ghoul, some Sick Puppies. I range from a little bit of other stuff, Iron Maiden, and some other stuff. But I think I'll put more as like if I'm listening to a full album. I think I'll do that in a future episode just to get it clear on some stuff. But yeah, that's what I'm into lately. And the last thing I want to talk about is video games. I had to trade in some video games, so I don't have too many. I mean, I was playing Evolve. Evolve was not bad. It's a fun game. You should get it. It's not bad. I don't know if you should buy $60. It's a good game, but I wouldn't say worth $60. Yeah. Maybe like 30, 20, somewhere around there. It's a fun game to play. And the last game I've been playing was Gear Xrd. I'm really gonna get into that because I really love it. I really love Guilty Gear. I love it so much, but it's so hard because it's such a freaking advanced fighting game, and it's so hard to get in one of those because you just get your ass wrecked all the time. And I'm not a huge fighting. Well, I am a huge fighting game fan, but I'm not great at fighters. I love fighting games, but I suck at them. Like compared to what I've seen, because there's a guy I like on YouTube called Maximilian Dude, and I watch his videos, and oh my god, the stuff he does, I'm just like, yeah, that ain't happening. Nope, that ain't happening. So, but I'm gonna try. Yeah. So anyways, that is this episode of what I'm currently into, and give me some suggestions of what other stuff I can throw in here to get you ideas of what I'm currently into, because I love giving suggestions to people, because maybe it turns them on to something cool and we can talk about it and it'd be awesome. So anyways, this is Strifey. Oh?